Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Etihad Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft and their Facets of Abu Dhabi livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I pre-ordered and purchased this model from Waffle Collectibles, and their website address is www.wafflecollectibles.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, allow me to share some information about the history of Etihad Airways and how they came about and still operating strongly as we speak, if you would please. Etihad Airways is a Gulf carrier-based airline that was established as the second flag carrier airline of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, in July 2003 by a royal decree that was issued by Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and commenced operations on November 12, 2003, as Etihad Airways is considered the national flag carrier airline for the country of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Etihad Airways is currently the fourth largest operating airline in the Middle East after Emirates, Qatar Airways, and Saudi Airlines respectively, as well as the second largest operating airline in the UAE after Emirates, which is based in Dubai, as the global headquarters of Etihad Airways is located in the Abu Dhabi suburb of Khalifa City, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located nearby on the grounds of Abu Dhabi International Airport, which is located approximately 19 miles east of the city center district section of Abu Dhabi City, which is also located in the Abu Dhabi City suburb of Khalifa City. As of December 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Etihad Airways currently flies to 120 passenger and cargo destinations across the Middle East, Africa, Asia, Australia, Europe, and North America from their global hub at Abu Dhabi International Airport in Abu Dhabi, with a mixed operating fleet of 94 Airbus and Boeing jetliner aircraft that includes 39 Boeing 787s, in which 30 of those are the Boeing 787-9s, and the remaining 9 are the Boeing 787-10s, including this one you're looking at here. And in addition to the 94 aircraft that currently operates in the Etihad fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 79 more aircraft, which includes 32 more Boeing 787s, in which 11 of those are the Boeing 787-9s, and the remaining 21 are the Boeing 787-10s. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Also, as of December 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Etihad Airways is one of 59 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here. You see the top there, you see the aircraft type, the various colors. I'll get into that momentarily, that represents this livery, the Etihad title, the Etihad logo, the Boeing official product license decal, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model you see at the front of the box. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see is the Etihad logo on the left, and then the Arabic inscripted writing, the Etihad title, the JC Wings logo, the width and the length of the aircraft you see there, the warning information, the aircraft type, as well as the specification concerning this particular aircraft model. You can pause and read that informative information if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, alright? Alright, now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the aircraft type, the UAE emblem, the Arabic inscripted writing, the Etihad title, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. Alright, now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information at the top of the box that I showed you early on. However, there are two versions for this model. The first one, as well as the second one, my guess is that's going to be a later release, so they'll probably release that at a later time. But that one you see checked there, right here, that's the one I'm going to do the review on, alright? Now you're looking at the metal model stand that actually came with the model, and the bottom of that model stand you see the Arabic inscripted writing, the Etihad titles, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information you see there at the bottom of the model stand. And then you see this black padding you see right here, folks. The sole purpose of this black padding is that black pad not only protects your model, it also prevents it from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on this particular model stand. All right, now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors you see there, along with the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model. All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of Etihad Airways and how they came about and still operate strongly despite what's going on around us as we speak, plus all the details here on this box right here, as well as the information at the back of the box, plus the actual model stand that came with the model, as well as the gear replacement doors you see in that plastic bag. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone, the JC Wings Etihad Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft and their Facets of Abu Dhabi livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right, allow me to share some information on how this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787-10, became a part of Etihad's fleet, which is becoming a game changer for this particular Middle Eastern carrier, if you would please. Etihad Airways became the second operator in the world of aviation after launch customer Singapore Airlines that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Etihad Airways took delivery of its first of 30 Boeing 787-10s that Etihad Airways had previously placed orders for back on November 17, 2013 at the 2013 Dubai Airshow in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and received their very first Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bared the registration ship number Alpha 6-Bravo Mike Alpha at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the 787 Delivery Center facility, which is located in North Charleston, South Carolina, on October 30th, 2018. Then fast forward nearly 2 weeks later, and that's when Etihad's first inaugural international flight on this particular aircraft actually took place, which was on November 12, 2018, which happens to be the same day that the Gulf carrier celebrated its 15th anniversary, as Etihad Airways officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Abu Dhabi to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia route, as Etihad Airways Flight EY333, replacing the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner that was previously operated on this particular route, as the airline's fleet of Boeing 787-10s are currently operated and based out of the airline's global hub at Abu Dhabi International Airport in Abu Dhabi, as this aircraft is destined to become one of the airline's official flagship jetliners for the Abu Dhabi-based airline, as Etihad Airways will eventually become the second largest Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner operator after launch customer Singapore Airlines, after the Gulf carrier received its final Boeing 787-10 into its fleet, as this aircraft is currently being utilized on its short to long haul routes, as Etihad Airways became the first airline in the Middle East to operate the Boeing 787-10 into its fleet. All right, let's talk about the livery scheme you see on this aircraft, okay? And this is the current livery scheme of Etihad Airways, which is actually called the Facets of Abu Dhabi, in which this livery scheme was actually unveiled on September 25, 2014 in Hamburg, Germany by the airline's chief executive officer at the time, James Hogan. And the airline's first aircraft that actually began sporting this prestigious livery scheme was an Airbus A380-800, which bared the registration ship number Alpha 6-Alpha Papa Alpha, as the various colors of brown, the gold, the gray, and the white tones actually reflect the heritage, the culture, the geography, and the landscape of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, while the various angular patterns actually reflect the geometric scope of Abu Dhabi's modern architecture, as this livery scheme was actually created by Etihad Airways, who also collaborated with the world-class leading brand consultancy firm of Landor Associates, whose global headquarters is located in San Francisco, California. So, with all that information out of the way about this aircraft and this livery scheme you see here, with no further ado, everyone, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft from the port side / left side of the aircraft. We're going to start at the front, where you see the front nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on that nose gear door, Mike Alpha. See the pitot tubes and the static ports, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. Please stay tuned for that part if you would. And then there, right there by the L1 entrance door is the UAE flag decal. And this flag decal represents the country where Etihad Airways currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the country of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. And then right down here below the business class windows right here, the slogan "From Abu Dhabi to the world." This is the current slogan of Etihad Airways, indicating that you'll be able to fly to any destination in the world from Abu Dhabi. They used to fly to all 6 inhabited continents until 2016. They eliminated services to South America, but they fly to the rest of the 5 inhabited continents as we speak at the time of this video review posting. All right, and we still at the front. Let's talk about the Etihad encrypted writing in Arabic. This is this right here. And Etihad is actually pronounced Al-Etihad in the Arabic language. That's what that is right there. And then looking at the Etihad title, which is this right here. And if you didn't know, the word Etihad derives from the Arabic word, which literally means union, united, unity, or solidarity. All right. All right. Now you're looking at the emblem that sits next to the L2 entrance door, which is this little emblem right here. And this is the official emblem of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, which consists of the Golden Falcon, the Hawk of Quraysh, with the UAE flag and the 7 stars, which represents the 7 Emirates of the Federation of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. All right. All right, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft. We're on the lower part of the aircraft here, and you see right here the landing bogey gears, the outer landing bogey gears here, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door. But more important, you see these big massive engines you see here with the engine cones right there. And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Etihad Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. And you see the sawtooth pattern right there. The sole purpose of that sawtooth pattern is, number one, it helps improve noise reduction, and 2, it also improves fuel efficiency at the same time. And then you see the engine lip right there. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front of the engines, and we're going to find out if the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port side's left side, featuring the engine strike / air deflectors there. And let's check out if the turbofan blades spin on this side. Yes, they do. Perfect. Awesome. And then you see the inboard landing lights right there on the edge of the wing in the triangular pattern. Got 3 little dots inside there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears that features the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard / right side of the aircraft. Features the engine strikes / air deflectors there. And now let's find out if the turbofan blades spin over here as well. Yes, awesome, they do. There you have it. And then there's the inboard landing lights right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft. Features the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got you see the power escape hatch door. I'll show you that at a different angle later on in the review. Then you see the letter Alpha up there at the top above the cockpit windows, a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radon nose cone, the front nose gear doors, as well as the nose gear lights inside of the nose gear door. You know, there's no nose gear lights inside there, and the nose gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose gear landing gears. Okay. All right, now you're looking at the edge of these curved wing tips on this side of the aircraft, how they curve off right there, flex off a little bit. And then you see the red navigation light on the edge of this, right before you get to the curved rake wingtip device. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft, and right in here is the AFT bolt bin door you see displayed there. But then right there, right below the window, you see the Dreamliner decal. This particular state-of-the-art aircraft was officially given the name Dreamliner sometime back in July 2003 after a public naming competition was held for the 787, in which this aircraft was originally named. and was officially given the name of this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft, sometime in January 2005. Alright, we still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and where you see right there is the Etihad.com decal. And this is the actual website address of Etihad Airways. Now, if you want to go book your flight through that website, or you can call them toll free, but that's the website address of Etihad Airways. And then you're looking at the registration ship number on this aircraft, Alpha 6 Bravo Mike Alpha. Registration ship number Alpha 6 Bravo Mike Alpha. This aircraft is the very first of 30 Boeing 787-10s that officially entered the Etihad Airways fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on September 8, 2018 and was delivered to Etihad Airways on October 30, 2018. Alright, now you're looking at the tail fin of the aircraft, and I'm going to break these colors down to you once again. I mentioned earlier. Now the colors are brown, which is this, and this, and there. The gold, here, there. The gray is this, and that. And the white tones. This is right there. Actually reflect the heritage, the culture, the geography, and the landscape of the UAE, while the various angular patterns you see there throughout on the tail fin of the aircraft actually reflect the geometric scope of Abu Dhabi's modern architecture. That's the livery on this tail fin of the aircraft. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the APU, which literally stands for Auxiliary Powered Unit Exhaust Hole. And there is a hole there. Let's check that out. As well as the strobe light that sits there between the APU exhaust hole and the horizontal stabilizer, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is, the Etihad Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft from the rear view angle. Alright, now you're looking at this aircraft from the starboard / right side. We're going to start at the front here, where you see the front nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on there, Mike Alpha, the Peter tubes, the static ports, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the podscape hatch door, the UAE flag decal, the Arabic inscripted writing, the Etihad title, the UAE emblem, as well as from Abu Dhabi to the world, which is inscripted in Arabic, you see there, as well as the front cargo container loading door you see there. Alright, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on the starboard side. We're looking at is the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 turbofan type engines there. See the engine lip right there, the sawtooth pattern, as I mentioned earlier, the engine cone, as well as the side visual view of these outer landing bogey gears that feeds the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the curved rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft, the starboard side of the aircraft, featuring the green navigation light you see there displayed on the edge of that wingtip device. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the Dreamliner decal, the website address of Etihad Airways, the registration ship number, the rear cargo container loading door. You see the various colors and the angular patterns on this side, on the back of the fuselage, as well as the tail fin of the aircraft that features the angular patterns as well as the various colors I mentioned earlier. Let's check that out. There. And then there's the strobe light right there that sits between the horizontal stabilizer and the APU exhaust hole you see there. Alright, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature of part of this model is the rolling gears. Let's check it out. So far so good, pretty good. A little squeaky, but it's all good though. And it tilts, you see there, and the nose gear you see swivel there, and there. Alright, so with no further ado, everyone, here is this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check that out. Alright, now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front, where you see the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the letter Alpha above the cockpit windows, the power escape hatch door. You see the Etihad scripted writing in Arabic. You see the Etihad title. You see the emergency escape hatch door right there, number 1. The anti-collision beacon light. And then you come up here, there's the a high frequency antenna. And then there's that big dome right there, that's the satellite communications antenna. And then you see the UAE emblem on both sides. And then you see emergency escape hatch door number 2, along with the various colors you see there. The Wi-Fi box antenna you see there. Emergency escape hatch door number 3, a couple more antennas there, as well as the various colors that I mentioned earlier, as well as the vertical stabilizer, which is actually known as the tail. And then you see the horizontal stabilizers right here, featuring a little black dot right there, as well as there as well. Those black dots are actually called the illuminator lights, and the sole purpose of these illuminator lights is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the engines and the wings. See the engines right there. The wings, no wing walkway, but you got the warning information on the wings, including the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the aerial bird's eye view of the edge of this curved wingtip on this side of the aircraft. Let's check out the engines right there, as well as no wings on this side, no wing walkway, but you got the warning information on the wings, as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the curved rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model. We're going to start at the front there. The radome nose cone, that little box there, I have no idea what that is, but that closed nose gear door, that is actually the crew escape hatch door. And then you see the front nose gear door, as well as the front nose gear. And then we slide up this way. Then you see the Etihad titles right there, and the underbelly right there, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the stand goes in at. Then you slide up this way, a couple high frequency antennas. And then you see right in there the APU housing door, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. But let's check out the gears right here. Gears right there, perfect, tilt, perfect. Then you see the engines right there, and then the wings underneath, which includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip on this side. All right, now we're looking at the gears on this side of the aircraft. Sorry about that. And then there's the engines right there, as well as the wings underneath that features the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, fuel dump valve, as well as the rake curved wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model before I was interrupted by some police sirens, I had to pause that for a second, let them pass through. And full detail. Now I'm going to put it on that nice little model stand that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Okay, had a little problem with the model stand, but I finally got it in there. As you see, it's holding up pretty good. As you see it being viewed with the model stand in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the port side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft with the model on the stand being viewed in the takeoff landing position, that's being viewed from the front view angle. Now you're looking at the model on the stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, that's being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you see this model on the stand being viewed in the takeoff landing position, that's being viewed from the tail cam angle. Alright, before I take this model to stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the actual magnetic gears you see on this aircraft model. It actually came with the model as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and take them out and let you see what I'm talking about. Start at the front nose gear you see there right there. the gears here on the bogey side. The bogey gears here on the port side, as well as the gears on the starboard side. There. Okay. So, with that said, I'm going to let you see this model at a different angle in flight mode position. Let's check it out. All right, now you're viewing this model on the stand being viewed in flight mode position without the gears up position. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. If you want to continue to display it like this in flight mode position, in gears up / in flight mode position without the gears, that's fine. You know these gear replacement doors I showed you earlier on? That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you can substitute your model like this while you display your model in flight mode position. Or you can do what I suggest to do because it adds more value to the model, keeping the gear down position. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to keep mine on there. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. The Etihad Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft seat 336 passengers in a two-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 5 to 12, which will be from here to about right here. You have 32 business class suites, and rows 15 to 49, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You had an additional 304 standard economy class seats, which brings the total to 336 seats. And finally, and in addition to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia as the inaugurated international flight destination on this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, Etihad Airways currently utilizes this aircraft, or have previously utilized this aircraft, the Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner, on routes from Abu Dhabi to worldwide destinations such as Amsterdam, Netherlands, Beijing Capital, Beijing Daxing, Cairo, Egypt, Chennai, India, Delhi, India, Dublin, Ireland, Frankfurt, Germany, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, London Heathrow, Manchester, England, Milan Malpensa, Munich, Germany, Nagoya, Japan via Beijing Daxing, Osaka Kansai, Paris Charles de Gaulle, Rome Fiumicino, Seoul Incheon, and Shanghai Pudong. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can get your hands on it. The only outside chance of getting this model is actually on eBay at this point, if you can find it there. But if you can't find it there, you're pretty much out of luck. But I got some more Etihad models coming as well. Another 787-10, the Dreamliner, the 787, the Manchester Blue, as well as the Etihad Airbus A350. All right, I will do those at a later date. So with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.